Let's go Silent Ascension 4. We were on Ascension 4 last time we were on Silent. Which is not a good sign. It means we're stabilizing at Ascension 4. That's like as good as we can do. Curse for a rare relic is great, as long as there's an early shop to get rid of the curse. And there isn't. The only way to get to a shop is to go through 4 fights to get it. So I think Curse for a rare relic is out. 100 gold probably also out for the same reason. It's only really good if you get an early shop. What route do we want to go on? Probably this one. 3 fights, 2 question marks. And then you can take an elite or take a fire. If you take the fire, you're only getting 2 elites in the act. But that's kind of what you would expect if you skip your first elite. After we take the first elite, we aren't forced into a second technically, but just about to get to that fire. Oh, actually, if we want to get 3 elites, we have to go here. That's interesting. There's also this left path, which also gets 3 elites, has a fire before the elite, but only has 2 fights before the elite fight. Something we could do is we could transform a defend that is likely to give the deck a little bit of an offensive shift. On average, you add some number of attacks to your deck when you do that, or like, you know, probably like 0.4 or something attacks to your deck, which makes you better against Gremlin Knob. I think this is probably just trade up for a boss relic though. So let's trade and see what we get. Hovering Kite, okay. So we have some very specific card rewards that we need to have good things happen. So this is like, we're picking sneaky strikes and stuff if we can find them. I think I do like that left route. Let's give that a shot. We can Survivor for free, but there's no point. I think we lose 1 HP to do some damage. Yeah, you know, what I was kind of hoping for, like, okay, so I observed that more people tend to watch if you're doing well, right? If you're in Act 4, you, like, collect viewers, and if you're in Act 1, you lose viewers, you know, on average. And so, my interpretation is that people like to see wins, right? So part of the reason for this this system, I think we're gonna take a quick slash. We have a little bit extra energy and we need an attack. Part of the reason for this system, oh my gosh, big chest on floor 2. Okay. Matcha Shriek isn't much better than Skip, but it's a little bit, so. So part of the reason for this system is that on average you should be winning like 80% of your games. That's like, if you're stable, you're like winning without killing the heart in most of your games. Or you're getting heart kills in, you know, 60% of your games. Somewhere between those two. Whereas if I just play Ascension 20 all the time, then I'm getting like a 30% win rate. But what I'm realizing is that my win rate stabilizes at 70% at like Ascension 4, so maybe and Ascension 4 is a little bit too easy a lot of the time. We are taking a bunch of discard cards because we have Hovering Kite, so I'm considering taking a Regret. We can get rid of it here. That does mean we're skipping this elite, and we're going through 2 elites with a Regret in deck. We don't currently have any discard stuff, so we probably shouldn't do it. But we also are going through another question mark, and question marks are fairly likely in Act 1 to allow you to remove curses. It's not guaranteed, of course, but there are a couple of events that will let you remove a curse. But it's far from guaranteed. And we'll go through another question mark before the second elite. You know what, let's do it. Screw you, Golden Shrine. Let's Quick Slash first, set him to 4, which is a Important health total. Yep, there's the interaction we were talking about. Okay, so we can break both and mostly block out. And kill them on turn 2. Poison Stab does a ton of damage and doesn't involve the word skill. It's like Poison Stab. Can I remove it? No, it's a fight. Fight's not too bad either. I don't mind fight. Let's kill Spike Slime without wasting too much damage and start on Acid Slime. Alright, so our next hand is going to involve Regret and no way of getting rid of it. Which is a little upsetting. Oh wait, we don't need to get rid of it, we win. Okay, haven't taken any Regret damage so far. Endless Agony is both good with discards and is an attack card. So I'll take Endless Agony. Now we're at nearly full health, so it looks like we're upgrading something. Probably the Poison Stab. Gets a bunch of extra damage, both front-loaded and on the long tail. Neutralize, also a really good upgrade. Yeah, I think if we're fighting 2 elites, probably Neutralize is a higher priority than Poison Stab. I think we're waking up at this turn. If we don't wake him up, we take 4 Regret damage, and if we do wake him up, we just take 1. Oh, I guess it counts itself, so 2. Let's try and draw a Survivor. No, that's good too. It seems like we need to preserve our health total here, given that we're going to go fight another elite after this. Let's discard an Endless Agony, keep the damage high. We're definitely playing both copies next time around, though, because it gets pretty bad once you get de-strengthed. Maybe I should have played both copies this time, but it was more energy efficient to keep one. I regret nothing, only regret itself. Do we have lethal? Nope. Okay, so let's block for a bunch then. We have 1 extra energy and no way to spend it. Okay. Alright, we need to do 1 damage next turn. Just 1. Yeah, that'll do it. Grand Finale with Hovering Kite, huh? I think Grand Finale is too speculative, so I'll take Bane. And try and upgrade it and fail. Can I remove the curse? No, but I can have another one. Healing for 17 seems good. Angering the mushrooms kind of seems good too, though. If I anger the mushrooms, I die sometimes here. Backflip would be good, but we have to do another elite, and that elite can be Gremlin Nub, so backflip isn't good yet. Backflip gets good later. Maybe we'll get the Purifier event. If we get 2 curses. I really like surviving and not being punished for being super greedy and taking a bunch of money. So stomping is greedy. Let's assume that Stomp loses us 10 health. That's kind of on the high end. It probably won't lose us that much. But if we lose 10 health and we go to the next fight at 31, and we're kind of limping through the act, yeah, I think we should take a Parasite. Whew. Whew. Bronze Scales Frozen Egg? Yes, please. I will take both of those. Okay, let's go find noxious fumes. I think this is going to be the strength potion. So let's do that now. Okay, just need a strike next turn to kill him. I suppose Poison Stab will do as well. I'm not so sure. I think we might survive this at 31 health. We did just take 10. The real problem is like, okay, so you have to, when you go here, you have to heal, and then you have to fight this hallway fight, and then you can't fight the elite. I guess we wanted to go to this store anyway, but like, these hallway fights start getting brutal, and then you have to rest here and here, and then you're fighting this slime boss with not enough stuff. And slime boss is very dangerous, so. Looks like we're just playing all the cards this turn. I don't think there's enough value in leaving Endless Agonies in the deck to justify not playing them. So much energy! Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, yeah. I thought you meant you were saying I would lose this fight, which isn't quite true. But yeah, I do think... I don't know if I would have lost the act, necessarily. I don't know. Probably. We lost the last run to Slime Boss after doing some kind of speculative stuff in Act 1. It was a catalyst that time, but... Ooh, this card hurts. So we've been hit for 10 so far, but this is taking a bunch more. I guess we're just taking... Oh no, yeah, we took quite a bit there. Not good. Orichalcum's great. Offered an innate blades, or infinite blades plus, because we've got a frozen egg. We have an endless agony, so maybe we're looking for Shiv stuff. I think we just want dash though. Dash is super duper good. See, now we're at 42, so we can upgrade the dash. And we start getting some benefits. We're going to neutralize the one we want to kill. Oh, I guess maybe we're killing him? That's awkward. Should have neutralized the other one, I suppose. I'm going to restart the fight and do that. It only saves 1 health, but every health matters. Does waste a little bit of poison damage as well. Wait, what? Oh, he started off weak. Why did he start off weak? Oh no, he's doing 6 damage because I killed his friend. I'm vulnerable. Okay. Got it. More Shiv stuff available. Sucker Punch helps increase our weak uptime against Slime Boss, which seems good. Alright, now we go to the store with 500 gold in Act 1. We could potentially skip the store and just go to an early Act 2 store, get an extra elite. Stores are guaranteed to have powers, though. We have a frozen egg. And 500 gold. There's a footwork. Grab Pantograph and go into Slime Boss at like full health. Apotheosis is here, yeah. I mean, I was looking at it. Apotheosis Pantograph is a thing. We can't afford it, though. So what can we afford? Footwork. It was upgraded footwork, so I was like, yes, please. Yeah, when I went into the shop, I was like, if it's footwork or noxious fumes, I'm just buying it right away and don't even care about the price. Doing it before anything else. Oh yeah, where does my camera show up on shops? Yeah. You can still see it a little bit, but yeah, not ideal. I only have one monitor, so I don't usually have the OBS view up. I have to like switch to it if somebody follows to see who they are. All out attack says discard. We have a hovering kite. Sneaky strike also says discard. Still have a hovering kite. It seems like a lot of attacks to be adding. Oh, we should definitely get rid of the regret. That's like a high priority here. I was talking about lines that use all my money and totally forgot about the regret. Okay. So now it really is Apotheosis versus Pantograph. Do we need Pantograph to win against Slime Boss? Dodge and roll is also quite good because we just got some decks to scale with. All out attack could also be pretty useful in the next hallway fight. We don't have basically any AoE. We don't have any AoE. Not basically. We don't have any at all. All out attack is kind of awkward with hovering kite, because with your hovering kite you want to discard at the beginning of your turn, but with all out attack you could discard like the important thing that you want to play that turn. Yeah, Pantograph, that's what I'm thinking about Pantograph. It like helps you win boss fights and helps you get upgrades before boss fights. Which are both really important. So Pantograph and Apotheosis both kind of interact with upgrades. Apotheosis says like, you don't need to get upgrades because you have Apotheosis. You upgrade everything in your deck. And Pantograph says you get more upgrades because you don't need to rest as much. And Apotheosis is like a card in your deck that you have to play. Some other pedestrian concerns like that. We probably want Cunning Potion here. Cunning Potion is super good against Slime Boss. Help us get that good break. We can't afford Pantograph, Cunning Potion, Dodge and Roll, which would be nice. I think I do like Pantograph and Dodge and Roll though. So if we do that, we've spent 295, so we'd have 42 left. Not quite enough for backflip. Only enough for Sneaky Strike. Do we take a Sneaky Strike? I don't think we do. Even though we're gonna play discards, it's just 0 mana deal 10 damage. It's just like 0 mana deal 10 damage sounds great, but like you have to draw that card, and when you play it, that's all it does. So I think we just take these. Maybe backflip instead of dodge and roll? No, dodge and roll is particularly good against Slime Boss because you can block over 2 turns. Okay. This guy's trying to take all our money. He heard we had a bunch. You're too late, leader. He spent it all. Order lull. Draw last. That looks lethal. Ooh, duplication potion. 1,000 cuts plus. Now we're talking. So we've got the Endless Agonies. We've got nothing else. Okay. So we were looking at some Shiv stuff. 1,000 cuts is a really good reason to think you're going to be good at Shivs. These are both AoE, although Dagger Spray is a little bit more immediate. 1,000 cuts is a little bit more speculative. I have an Endless Agony though. I kind of like 1,000 cuts. It's good in the Slime Boss fight too. We'll take it. Yeah. Okay, so now we get an upgrade because we have Pantograph. Probably Poison Stab, maybe Bane, maybe Sucker Punch. Poison is kind of weak against Slime Boss, but that's kind of a mark against both Poison Stab and Bane. I'm assuming at some point I'll get a Noxious Fumes because it'll come pre-upgraded. But it is an uncommon, so you don't always get offered it. I think we just take the Sucker Punch, try and guarantee that he's weak on the big attack turn. Okay, he is indeed weak. Oh wait, no, that doesn't guarantee it. This is turn 1. He's not like Guardian. Doesn't attack on turn 2. He attacks turn 3. Alright, he is weak. Are we like dual casting Survivor right now? Maybe we want to save Duplication Potion for like 1,000 cuts if we're using it in this fight. Just blocking for 11 is probably okay. Well, we might as well use the block pot then. Unless we think we're surviving this fight without it, because since we're on low ascension, we heal to full at the end of the fight. So if we can save the block pot, we should. I believe. Give me that 1,000 cuts. Okay. So let's try and set him to 71. I'm learning the new number. Used to be 75, now it's 71. So that means we need to do 13 damage this turn. Poison is doing 2 of it. It means we need to do 11 damage. Every card we play does 2 damage. So we can do Endless Agony, Double Defend. Or wait, we can't do Double Defend. That's not possible. And we can't play Double Endless Agony because that's too much. So I guess we're playing Endless Agony Defend. To do 10 damage. Put him to 72. We can actually just not break him this turn, because he's only going to 71 with the poison. Our best break this turn is 3 cards, so that's 6 damage, so it's 18 damage. Yeah, okay, I'll just wait. Yeah, we got way better damage now. I presume the best damage is dash poison stab, but maybe not. No, it is. Okay. Alright, no attacks on turn 1. That's very helpful. We're going to play Slimed Bane Strike. Set him up for next turn. Okay, he breaks at 22. So we either want to play 2 cards or as many cards as we can. Looks like we're playing 2 Defends, a Slimed, and 2 Endless Agonies. We could try and split Acid Slime too. It's not a terrible idea to have lots of like a big AoE fight, since we have 1,000 cuts up. But it does feel a little bit unideal here. So what if we go for barely splitting Acid Slime and doing as much as we can to Spike Slime? So he splits at 22, so we'd have to do 17 to him. We're playing 5 cards, that's 10. So we'd have to play both Endless Agonies on him. And we'd sort of like get a limp split on both. Maybe we just take the 18. We're healing to full. Or take the 10, rather. Okay, so now we can play 4 cards because we have Survivor. And we can get a good split on Acid Slime. As well as it looks like lethal here. Cool. Okay, well we saved the block pot. That was easy. Turns out we didn't even need the Pantograph to guarantee we got an Envenom Plus. Envenom Plus is quite a card. It's up against Glass Knife, which is also quite a card. And Burst, which is normally the best card of this bunch. I mean, if we have 1,000 cuts, we want Envenom, right? That's like how that deck works. We also have a Bane, so Envenom gives us more ways to proc that. Does it look like we're going for poison? The only poison card we have is Poison Stab. Burst basically doesn't do anything right now. It doubles dodge and roll and that's it. I mean, burst is obviously like super, super good, and like I don't doubt at all that later in the run I will want to burst. But the fact is, after I take this card, I have to start Act 2, and burst is terrible for that. I mean, it's basically just adding a defend to the deck. Because you're going to end up bursting a defend. I mean, I was talking about Noxious Fumes, but I haven't actually seen Noxious Fumes, right? Like, there's a big difference. You don't want to end up shadowboxing yourself into some synergy package you don't have. Yeah, I think envenom is probably the one. Envenom Plus is so much better than envenom. Like, normally envenom is kind of a bottom tier card, but envenom Plus is like just a totally different beast. And it really, really combos with the 1,000 Cuts thing. Although we are working ourselves into shivs here, and that's a bit of a warning sign, because we can run into Time Lord. We have a frozen egg, so we should probably take Pandora's box if we get any powers that get upgraded, which is insane. We could end up losing all of our block if we do that. We only have one block card. Or we have two block cards. We have dash and dodge and roll. So we can't be left totally defenseless. We also have Sucker Punch and Neutralize. So we're not like super shields down if we just get no blocks. But we didn't remove any strikes or defends or upgrade them or anything. So Pandora's box is pretty much maximum value right now. It's a little bit better if you have Toxic Egg versus Frozen Egg, but come on, like, what more do you want? If we like super needed a 4 energy deck, Fusion Hammer would be good. And Fusion Hammer is not bad, right? Like, we do have Frozen Egg, so the cost of not being able to smith stuff is a little bit lower than it otherwise would be because our powers are already upgraded. I think it's Pandora's box here. What do we get? Apparently we are a poison deck. We got a second copy of 1,000 Cuts. What? Alright, so we ended up... This is a really, really good Pandora's box. Because we got 2 copies of Leg Sweep, which is great. We got Acrobatics, which is really good with 1,000 Cuts. We got a second copy of 1,000 Cuts, so it's like really leaning us into that synergy package. And then Backstab is fine. It's better than a Strike. And Bane and Unload are both really good too. Unload also triggers our Hovering Kite. So that's really nice. So does Acrobatics. This is a super good Pandora's box. That really set us up for success here. The Deadly Poisons are a little bit weird, but what can you do? It's Pandora's box. It's not like you get to pick the cards, you know? Okay. Let's get some question marks. Let's turn to a vampire. Wait. Turning into a vampire is kind of scary here because we got rid of all of our strikes already. So maybe we don't want to do that. But still, question marks. Ancient Writing actually is not any good. So like 2 of the best ones are rendered bad. So maybe we don't care about question marks. I mean, it's either question marks or fights though, right? And fights are scary. We get a fire before the first elite. If we go right, we have to do an extra fight. But that's okay. And then we can potentially get a second elite here or here. Probably this one for the extra question marks. Actually, they have the same number of question marks. Why does this one look easier? Huh. It's actually, this one's like it is easier because you can go here and then decide not, but here you can't. You're committed. Weird. Avocado. My old friend. We have no block cards, so that's probably the block potion. Very convenient, exact block potion. We probably want to develop footwork. And then, I guess Bane does more damage than Unload, assuming we play the Deadly Poison. So we'll do that. Okay, Leg Sweep's gonna block out for us this turn. And then Bane gets through the plated armor, and the zero cost attacks mess him up. peel that avocado and then use your little knives on the inside. Seems like a good strategy for avocado opening. Alright, take a little bit of damage here, but that's unavoidable. Dash does damage, we can envenom dash. Okay. Cool. Get a fire potion. Piercing Whale seems good. We've got quite a few attacks. I don't think we really need more of that. We're a little bit soft on block, so let's take Piercing Whale. Champ is our boss. Which is a little bit scary, because Champ is hard to kill with poison. We have a lot of poison now. We get more elites if we go left. We get an extra fire if we go right. How good do we feel about Act 2 elites? We got 1,000 cuts for AoE. We've got poison damage for the scaling ones. Piercing Whale is nice. Piercing Whale makes me feel quite a bit better about it. Like specifically turn 1 against slavers and stuff. Alright, let's go left. We don't really need more attacks. I think we're okay on attacks. So I'll take the money. I guess we're removing a card because we've gotten rid of all strikes and defends already. I was thinking about this when I was looking at the deck a second ago. Do we remove Grand Finale or Parasite? Parasite literally does nothing when you draw it, but if we remove it, it costs us 3 HP, whereas Grand Finale sometimes, maybe, kinda, somehow, does 50 AoE damage, which is quite a thing. We did trade out our boss relic, so the math for doing Grand Finale isn't super complicated. We basically need like a well-laid plans for Grand Finale to be good. Yeah, but if we find a well-laid plans, like, this could definitely be a deck that procs Grand Finale. I don't see any problem with that. We have acrobatics. It's not really the point of the deck right now, but it is a little growth vector. I mean, it's got to be better than Parasite, right? Also, Parasite doesn't cost us any current HP. Yeah, I think we just get that removed. If we take this fight, we get a choice between Fire and an Elite here, whereas if we take this question mark, we're committed. We're okay with being committed. We don't have anything that removes debuffs, but that's not to say we don't find something. We could transform the Grand Finale. If we transform the Grand Finale, what else are we transforming? Well, I mean, Grand Finale is great. So I think Grand Finale is an excellent demonstration of good card design, right? Grand Finale is a card that's like, in most situations, it's terrible. It's like among the most niche cards. But if you can make it work, it's like amazing, right? The most obvious comparison to Grand Finale is Alpha. And unfortunately for Grand Finale, Alpha is much better. But, you know, that it is how it is, you know? I think Grand Finale should do 100 AoE card damage and draw you 5 cards. I think that's how I would fix Grand Finale. I don't see any particular reason why it can't draw you 5 cards. I'm not a big believer in Alpha Plus. I mean, it's fine, but like if you, so like Alpha Plus is innate, right? Which means, great, you get to play it on turn 1. But, like, you're almost always playing Omega on the last, like, turn of the draw pile. So, like, the only time when you don't pull it off is when you get Alpha in the last hand of the draw, right? Or within the last, if you've got your sort of deck sorted poorly within the last 9 cards, because then when you draw your beta, you're shuffling. So I don't think that upgrade's super huge. I mean, it matters, you know, but it's not even always a good thing. Sometimes, like on turn 1, you need to be developing your powers or something. Although if you have Alpha Plus, like, presumably your plan is to play it on turn 1. I mean, what Grand Finale does have going for it is playing Alpha, Beta, Omega costs 6 energy, which is a ton, and Grand Finale is free. So, do we want Strength? We can take a Jax. That would be a Strength scaling plan. It costs 0, triggers 1,000 cuts. If we're trying to draw lots of cards with Acrobatics, I mean, I guess you could play Master Reality, but Master Reality itself costs 1 energy and is terrible, so... and it costs you an extra card draw if you do that. You have to draw 4 cards, whereas Grand Finale you only have to draw once. I think an optional Grand Finale deck pairs pretty well with an operational Alpha deck, but an Alpha deck is way easier to get operational. The problem with Master Reality is you spend 1 energy to play it, and then it doesn't do anything, and then, like, maybe later it does something. Okay, so let's suppose that you have Collect and Conjure Blade in your deck, right? Those are, like, 2 of the best things with... or actually, no, sorry, Collect is bad because the miracles are already upgraded. So let's say you have, like, Establishment and Battle Hymn. So you do get upgraded smites. Okay, well, on turn 1, you already want to be playing Establishment and Battle Hymn. So you don't really have time for another power in that sequence. And even if you do, it's only adding like 6 damage to the smites, and that's like an extreme best case scenario. It's like, yeah, I mean, you know, it works, right? It does stuff, but I think it's like, even with Deus Ex Machina, it's like sometimes you draw the Deus Ex Machina first, and then you're like, oh well, that combo doesn't work. It's just like a card that you put in your deck that often doesn't do anything. Like, how often does Footwork not do anything? Footwork usually blocks for like 6 on the turn you play it, and then gives you like 20 health or more over the course of a fight. Like, Master Reality is not doing that. You know, Envenom's gonna develop like 20 poison over the course of a long fight. Master Reality is not doing that. It definitely can work. It's just like, in context, it's hard for it to be the best card to choose. I could probably just take mutagens. I don't really like being jaxed and transforming 2 cards. Like, I have 1 card I want to transform. I don't know what the other card would be. Maybe one of the deadly poisons? We're not like super into deadly poison. You know, if we transform cards, we could get back powers. Get more stuff. I like Backstab. Yeah, I think I'm going to transform Grand Finale and Deadly Poison. I would consider those both upgrades. I think that's fine. Deflect works really well with 1,000 cuts, and Footwork and Poison Stab is like way more playable than Grand Finale. Okay. Okay. Maybe one of the potions on this turn. Probably on unload then. 28 damage, 28 plus 11 is 39. It's not quite lethal. Unload is kind of awkward because if I play unload and discard the dodge and roll, I get an extra energy. But then if I discard the dodge and roll, I only have 3 energy worth of cards in hand. Yeah, I think we're doing this. Take 5. Oh, I guess I could have just fit in the oh no, I couldn't have. No, that wasn't how it worked. We need way more card draw in this deck, but not this fight. This fight we have won. That's technically card draw. But you do have mostly skills. I'm kind of afraid of an envenom deck that has escape plan. I think Blade Dance is probably in the deck though. It needs an upgrade pretty badly, but it is really good with 1,000 cuts, and that's kind of what we're trying to do. Book of Stabbing. Why must you stab so much? I think we're backstab leg sweeping and ignoring the other two. We need to do some blocking this turn. Wrong turn for Piercing Whale, unfortunately. Let's see if we get a block card. Nope. These are both going in. We're gonna block with this. Not very many cards here combo with footwork. The dash, the leg sweep, the deflect, and the survivor. And the dodge and roll, I suppose. We're not ending the fight super quickly, but I would like to have the weak up. Yeah, I think we'll just... this is more reliable. Looks like we were going to have weak up anyway. Bane is particularly good with envenom because you get to add 2 poison. 1,000 cuts, deflect, acrobatics, blade dance seems good. I guess we could dodge and roll instead if we're experiencing fear. How do we feel about our current fear levels? I think I'm more afraid of going slow than I am of not blocking. That ought to do it, right? War paint, huh? There's another dodge and roll. We badly need block, so let's take that. Okay. Bonfire Spirits. Well, this would have been an excellent time to have the grand finale. Maybe we give these guys backstab. So we're gonna give them, we want to heal to full, so we're giving them Endless Agony, Dash, Footwork, Backstab, Leg Sweep, or Unload. We're not giving them 1,000 cuts or Envenom. That's crazy. Is Endless Agony good? Yeah, I think Endless Agony is probably better than Backstab. Okay, alright, we're giving him Backstab. I tried to save you, Backstab. I couldn't do it. Alright, well that charged us up for an elite, so let's go fight one. Turn 1 Acrobatics seems like free energy. Okay, so the rest of the turn is probably... what? We have 3 energy. Probably need a leg sweep. So it's like Envenom neutralize leg sweep. Okay. So none of this other stuff matters. We can 1,000 cuts deflect survivor unload or poison stab. Okay. Which one? This one does 9 damage this turn, 12 next turn, and then 13. So yeah, it's always unload. Alright, we need to kill the slaver who's trying to put us in a net. Can't have that. So we can do, these are going to do 3 damage, so 9 plus 6 kills him. Oh, right. AoE. Okay, taking 9 more damage. And that's lethal. Great. I don't think we played that fight perfectly, but we played it well enough. Do we take infinite blades? It's a shiv every turn. Something to discard if you need to discard. I think no. Infinite blades is a trap. What about all-out attack? Like no on that too. We need some more block, we don't need these things. Ooh, snecko skull, yes please. That's a run enabler. That makes envenom so much better. Well, that envenom is about as good as envenom ever gets. Upgraded and snecko skull, wow. Goes from a 2 mana power that it plays 1 poison to a 1 mana power that deals 2 poison. Insane. I think we're probably taking key over Periapt. Not mega confident that we're going to Act 4 with this deck. So taking the key is a bit of a commitment that I might not end up holding. But Darkstone Periapt is a pretty low cost to pay. So grab a key. Thanks to Macho Shrika for all the extra relics. I think we rest here. Let's see, we're going to rest at one of these two and then fight this guy. It's possible we rest at both, so I'll rest at the first one just to make sure we're safe. Okay, Centurion Mystic. Seems like turn 1 we want to play Acrobatics because it's free. So let's do that. Okay, so then we're going to play Footwork, Leg Sweep, Deadly Poison. Okay. I'm not sure where I thought I was getting all that energy from, but I didn't have that much energy. Alright, good turn to get down a envenom. Speaking of venom, have some. Leg Sweep keeps us safe. Blade Dance does a bunch of poison. I guess Bane does the same amount of poison and does more damage. So let's go with that. Thousand cuts, survivor, deflect, thingamajigs. Okay, so we're already blocked out. Do we just do damage to Mystic? Nah, let's seal the deal over there first. Okay, let's use dash to block. and get an extra poison stab. Okay, good fight. Didn't lose any health. Concentrate would be good if we had spinning top or something. Take another copy of dodge and roll. Those poison stabs are feeling very strong now that we have Snecko Skull. So it's possible we take poison stab. We already have 2 of them though. An extra dodge and roll works well with the footwork. I think I'll take 1 more dodge and roll. We'll get a chance to upgrade something. Blade Dance needs an upgrade. Piercing Wail gets better with upgrade. Poison Stab is a nice upgrade. I think it's Blade Dance. Can't have an unupgraded Blade Dance sitting around in your deck. It's embarrassing. Alright, they're all attacking. They have 0 chill. We can leg sweep and then unload to discard the deflect and be able to play poison stab in both endless agonies. Let's put the leg sweep on him and see how much more we feel like we need to block for. Unload kills him pretty cleanly. And then we have this ends up doing 10 plus 12. We could fire pot him to kill them both and block out. That seems right. We have 2 fire pots after all. Start working away on the leader. I guess 1,000 cuts footwork. Not very exciting. Oh wait, we can acrobatics for free. Okay, yeah, we're just going to 1,000 cuts and footwork. I guess we missed 2 damage because we could have 1,000 cuts and then acrobatics. It's not a big deal. Envenom Dash is 1 off of killing Fat Gremlin. Oh wait, no it's not because we have 1,000 cuts. Let's weaken you and try to block some of the damage. Let's make sure you're dying next turn. Yeah, okay. Or now, I suppose. That works too. Not my plated armor, no! That seems like a lot of poison. You gonna be okay over there, Gremlin Leader? Gremlin Leader, no! Dagger Spray looks to me like 2 AoE poison. Or 4 AoE poison, which is pretty insane. Die is similar, but kinda less good. We're up against Champ. Gosh. How are we beating Champ? I think we just have to like build up poison, let him purge it, and then build it up again. I don't think there's anything we can do about it. We just need to rush him down. I think Dagger Spray is helping us do that more than anything else. Snake Plant. Okay. Normally Piercing Wail is pretty good in this fight, but not this turn. Let's draw a card, see what we got. We could do a free Survivor, but there's no point in that. So I guess we'll do Unload, because that's also free. Sucker Punch for next turn seems pretty valuable, but Dash does more damage now. Let's get the weak. Got the classic Orichalcum plus Thread and Needle combo. Blocking for 10 at the end of the turn. I guess dodge and roll blocks for a negative number, so we won't use it. Blade Dance is kind of terrible in this fight because of the malleable, but it seems like it's probably lethal here. Yep. Okay. Piercing Whale is good in Champ. I think we're going to upgrade just because we don't get full value out of resting. I guess we do get full value out of resting. Maybe we need the health. Champ is hard. What would we upgrade if we can upgrade? Maybe one of those dodge and rolls. Yeah, let's just take the health. Champ is hard. Let's put ourselves in the best possible situation to win. I guess leg sweep blocks. Or we can deflect, dodge, and roll and take 2. If we take 2, though, we're taking off the plated armor, which we kind of need. Leg sweep dagger spray is also a thing. We're still doing 8 damage. Okay, fine. Alright, we have to develop envenom. Let's do acrobatics first, see what we're getting. I guess we'll probably need to dash, so it's like envenom dash this turn. Lose plated armor and 7 health. I forgot we had pantograph. I never should have rested for sure. That was obviously a mistake. I just totally forgot about it. I was like, why am I at 67? I thought I was at 62 or something. Pantograph healed for like 5 there. We have to develop footwork during the first phase for sure. I guess Survivor is discarding an Endless Agony here. Endless Agonies continue to have some value, so let's keep them around. We really need an after image. That's what would make this deck a lot better. Makes a heart kill a lot more viable. Poison Stab makes 4 poison, Bane makes 2. Guess I'll take 4. Oh, I was wrong, it makes 6. Huh. Because, yeah, the Snecko Skull applies to both the envenom and to the poison itself. Neat. Okay, so we can block some of the damage with Leg Sweep. We're still taking some. I don't think we're willing to skip Bane. We can 1,000 cuts, double Endless Agony, dodge and roll. Dodge and roll doesn't even block here. It's worse than Orichalcum. So I guess Poison Stab instead. Going in. Okay, so he's breaking soon. But not right now. Alright, so he's breaking this turn no matter what we do. So let's get him good. Seems like a pretty good split for Champ. We might even kill him before he heals, or before he removes the poison. Sucker Punch or Dodge and Roll? Seems like Dodge and Roll is very helpful for next turn. But Sucker Punch is like almost lethal. I think we'll take Dodge and Roll. If it looks like we're taking too much damage, we can just Fire Pot him. No, I'll take Sucker Punch. We have a way better chance of getting a natural lethal. It's only 3 damage. We're almost guaranteed to do it. We just play 2 cards. Yeah. Was there a way to miss it? I think there wasn't. Wraith Form seems good. Corpse Explosion gives us a little bit of AoE, but we've already got a bit of AoE. But Tools of the Trade is actually insane. Oh, we had both copies of 1,000 Cuts Up. I thought we only had one for some reason. I thought we needed to play 2 cards. So this is the best Tools of the Trade I'll ever see. Comes upgraded. We've got Hovering Kite. Makes the deck way more consistent. None of these are After Image. Wraith Form is sort of doing its best to try and pretend it's After Image, but it's not. Tools of the Trade doesn't block, though, is the problem with it. But it turns this into a 4 energy deck, which we've had a lot of problem doing. So I think we take it. Snecko Eye. No, we can't do Snecko Eye. I don't think we can afford Runic Dome either. We're sort of getting a precise amount of block sort of deck. I think we're just empty caging. What do we empty cage? Presumably we have some garbage left from Pandora's box and all the transforms. But maybe not. I would still like to get rid of the Deadly Poison, but it's upgraded now, so that feels wrong. The Banes are good. Maybe Endless Agony? But it's upgraded too. Yeah, I mean, if I can't even find 2 cards I want to remove, then I probably shouldn't take Empty Cage. We could take Snecko Eye. We have 2,000 cuts, 2 leg sweeps, a dash. But then we have like a deflect and a Tools of the Trade. That's rough. I don't think we're taking Snecko Eye. I don't think we're taking any of these. I think we're skipping. Maybe we take Runic Dome? Can we manage to take Runic Dome here? If we had a friggin' After Image, we could take Runic Dome. And then just like pick a bunch of backflips. Alright, let's take Runic Dome. Try not to die. Awakened One is a bit upsetting. We have to go here if we want to do keys. And we probably want to go to this shop anyway. This route's a little scary. There's very few hallway fights in the early part of it though, so maybe it's not scary. But Mega Elite 2 fights, another fight, and then another Elite is like, that's kind of a hard route. Maybe we should not try and Mega Elite this run. Maybe this is a just a win, not a heart kill. If we're just trying to get a win without a heart kill, we've got a lot better pathing here. 2 fires here, and then late shop and stuff. Alright, well let's go, let's see, if we fight this Mega Elite, do we ever get a late shop? We do not. It's impossible to get one. Alright, well let's take the early shop because we've got 500 money. And then if we get here and decide we can't handle the Mega Elite, we can go to another shop and take an easier route. I'm not going to give up on it yet, though. Okay. Time to pull up the wiki. Thanks, Runic Dome. Get that monster page scrolled to Act 3. Okay. I believe Warbwalker hits for 11 on turn 1. There are... Could be either. Could be 11 or 16. Okay. Alright, so we have a block for either 11 or 16. We can't really, but we can play all the cards in our hand. That's not quite true, actually. Because Quick Slash is going to draw something. Okay, well, we blocked for 11. Hopefully it's that one. Why did he hit for... what? He hit for 8. Oh, because I'm no, used to... Wait. Oh, he was weak. Okay, so he tried to hit for 10. Or tried to hit for 11 was weak. Okay, I got it. Figured it out. Let's discard that burn. That seems good. Acrobatics is no longer free. So probably like 1,000 cuts leg sweep Bane. Seems good to me. Okay. Let's get rid of the burn again. We're gonna play all these cards, Survivor last. So let's just do it. Almost got there. Okay, there's backflip. It's up against Cloak and Dagger. If we had After Image, I would pick Cloak and Dagger, but we don't have After Image, so I'm picking backflip. Falling. I guess I'll go with a Poison Stab. Poison Stab, we have 2 of them. It's not like the core of the deck. It is good. Maybe we give up 1,000 cuts. Maybe we don't need 2 of them. We are against the Awakened one. Poison Stab is 1 mana, apply 6 poison, which is kind of insane. Although that's basically just what Deadly Poison does, so maybe it's not that insane. Yeah, I think we'll lose the Poison Stab. Okay. What do you got for me, Shopkeep? Got accuracy. We don't have that many shivs. Also, playing powers against Awakened one is dubious. Got a White Beast statue. Try and fish for a poison potion. He's got a flex pot. We could buy a card remove, but again, not sure what I would buy. Probably deflect. We're pretty energy rich now. Weirdly. So let's buy this. Do we ever trigger Art of War? I think we've got enough energy. We're not too worried about that. Let's remove the deflect. What about Piercing Whale? We are potentially going to another shop after this, so we could save some money. We've already spent most of it. Never really answered that Art of War question. It seems like almost never. We're usually attacking every turn. Looks like a Piercing Whale and a Flex Pop. Try and gear up for that Mega Elite that we might still be taking. Man, a lot of transforms this run. I think we pass this one. We don't have anything we're desperate to get rid of. We took Pandora's Box and then transformed a card at the Mutagen event, found the Transmogrifier, all kinds of transforms. I think we just leave. Okay, I think we do feel strong enough to go fight the Mega Elite. Worst case scenario, we just go to these two fires over here. We're full health and we've got 3 potions. What more could you ask for? Okay, these guys usually don't attack, but they could be attacking. And if they are attacking, how much damage do they do? Well, the Spiker hits for 9, and the Repulsors hit for 13. So max damage here is 2635. It's probably not happening. But I guess let's pretend it is. Okay, 1,000 cuts is a good way to end this fight. I'm going to intentionally do damage really inefficiently here. We're trying to save health on the repulsor so that we can play more cards and kill the spiker with AoE damage. I guess we can just kill him with defensive cards. Huh. I guess I've never seen the envenom Bane interaction work like that, but the Bane attacked twice even though he didn't have poison. Because the first attack gave him the poison. Okay. We don't have any block this turn. If we're really afraid, we can fire pot. We are getting another potion at the end of this fight, and I think we would throw away the fire pot. Fire pot versus flex pot. I guess fire pot's pretty good if this is a Rectomancer. We might need that. So we'll take a chance here. He's probably not hurting us. Yeah, okay. This choice doesn't matter. Okay. Piercing Whale Plus, I think we take. This is what, the third Piercing Whale? That's probably where we want to be. One, two... Oh, it's our fourth one. Okay, maybe that's a little bit overboard, but it was Piercing Whale Plus, so... Attack Pot versus Fire Pot? I think Fire Pot probably wins. Attack Pot does let us play an extra card, so it's 2 AoE damage and, you know, 2 poison. In addition to whatever the card says it does. I guess if we get, like, the big multi-attack card, Riddle with Holes, then it's like 10 poison and like 30 damage, but Fire Potion is very consistent and kills daggers. Okay. It is Strength, Giant Head. He can be attacking for, I believe, 13 here. I will go look him up. Alright, what do you got for me, Giant Head? The name of his attacks are Count and Glare. I love it. I love it. Okay, so he's either weakening us or hitting us for 13. That's so amazing. Count and Glare. Just looks at you angrily until you die. Okay. We need 1,000 cuts. 1,000 cuts doesn't do very much in this fight, actually. The kind of deck that runs 1,000 cuts tends to be good at this fight, but the 1,000 cuts itself doesn't actually do anything. If he's hitting us for 13, we need to leg sweep. We don't get to know. But I'm pretty happy with 1,000 cuts leg sweep double Endless Agony. Right, envenom has to happen for sure. Let's play that first. And then I think we're going to do... I wanted to do Blade Dance, but I guess it's better to do Leg Sweep, Unload, Dagger Spray. Because Unload, Dagger Spray is also 3 attacks, and Unload does more damage than a Shiv. Although it does apply fewer slow procs, and I did have to play the Unload at sort of the wrong sequence, or the wrong point during the sequence. So, I don't know. There's some math there, I don't really know how it works. Who knows how math works? It's all a mystery. We could dodge and roll, but it doesn't actually really do anything. Because we have Orichalcum, so blocking for more without it. So let's just skip it. I guess we should have drawn first with this. Oh, crap. We have to play footwork, right? We can't skip footwork. Bane is pretty good, though. No, I'm not skipping footwork. He hit us. That jerk. He said 2, so we got one more regular attack before the real one. We can set up for the real attack next turn with dodge and roll. So let's do that. We still haven't found the energy thingy. Tools of the trade, that's the one. This is the real attack, so let's piercing wail on. We have 3 energy this turn. It's probably going to be piercing wail, dodge and roll, and bane, I think. Or actually, poison stab does more damage than bane. A little bit behind the curve there. We could lose this fight for sure. Backflip helps a lot. Okay, and then I think we're going to leg sweep poison stab bane. 34 poison is a lot, but it's such a small portion of his total health. Piercing wail doesn't do much, but it does something. I guess we're getting rid of the bane and playing acrobatics. So it's probably dash, dodge, and roll, piercing wail. Or maybe blade dance instead. Maybe blade dance is too good to skip. Let's play this and that first, because we're going to go in correct order. I was talking about going in the correct order while I went in the wrong order. I think we're surviving this, but he's doing some damage. He's doing like 50 now. Yeah. We need backflip and leg sweep to survive, or maybe just backflip and survivor are good enough. Maybe we can get lethal this turn. Bane, dagger spray, deadly poison. So he's taking 42 and going to 73. I don't think we're doing 73 damage to him. Okay, so let's survivor and leg sweep and bane. Try to get him next turn. Okay, great. We got there. Took some doing. Should have used the flex spot at some point, and totally didn't. Weak potion probably worse than both of those. I think we're full up on piercing wails. I think we take none of these. Bouncing flask with catalyst, we'd take it. It's not. Alright, 1,000 Cuts helps us actually kill the spikers, which is pretty nice. Hopefully none of them are attacking on turn 1, although they could be. Oh, they both were. That's rude. Acrobatics is free, but we have Survivor in hand too. It seems like Survivor, leg sweep, quick slash, bane is probably the line we want. Okay. We did get frailed. Hopefully none of them are attacking. Drat. They keep taking my plated armor, just like perfectly. Jerks. We have enough block to strike one of them, so we'll do that. Get the kill. 2 fairy in a bottles is great. I think an escape plan is pretty good. Last time we saw escape plan, we were a little bit of a different deck. Now we have like a lot of piercing whales and some dodge and rolls. So I feel like it's usually going to proc. I guess it's better than fire potion. Wish I'd used the fire potion at some point. Okay, so this fight is hard to predict. So they start in hard mode, which means their AI is with the bonuses of Bellow, and then they have 45% chance of Bellow, 30% chance of Thrash, and 25% chance of Chomp. Okay, so worst case scenario is they're all chomping on turn 1, and that is 36 damage, which is a hell of a lot of damage. Piercing Whale should protect me from the worst of it. I'll have Unload get rid of the dodge and roll so I can play Dagger Spray too. And we'll try and execute one of the low health ones. Alright. Ouch. It's not too bad, they've just took my armor perfectly. I appreciate that. But now their strength has gone up, so it's not quite so easy anymore. It's probably envenom, backflip, dash. Ooh. Let's do acrobatics and see where we're at. We don't need that. Probably blade dance, dodge and roll then. So this is 4 cards, 5, 6, 7 cards, so he's already dead. So let's start making him dead. Okay, he's got the same damage as him now, so they're both dead. So let's make this last guy dead. Did we make them all exactly dead? I love it. Another wasted fire potion. We do usually discard a card. This is upgraded, so it only costs 3 naturally. Also, dealing damage 3 times is pretty major. We don't usually discard multiple cards a turn, though. We usually are just trying to discard 1. So I think no on that. And no on these 2. I think Fire Potion is worse than Flex. Ooh, oddly smooth stone is amazing. Excellent. Oh boy. Well, Writhing Mass is about the worst case scenario for Runic Dome. That's really unfortunate. Alright, we're going to play all the cards. And just hope we don't die. There's a curse. Great. Now let's start with acrobatics so that we don't spend extra energy. It seems like 1,000 cuts is probably too expensive this turn, although we do have Blade Dance with it. We're gonna have 4 energy once we're done discarding. It's probably dodge and roll. It's our only block. Yikes. Dodge and roll, envenom, Blade Dance, Bane. Oops, I did that slightly wrong. I should have played the Bane while he had the metallicized armor up. Because the Shiv wasn't hitting him. Oh wait, I guess there's no way around that. The Shiv was just never hitting him. Alright, we blocked perfectly. With no information. This is just not a good fight for 1,000 cuts. Let's draw a card. Great. Okay, that should be enough to block him out. I guess we'll do this just to make sure. Make sure. We have no idea. Okay. double piercing wail seems like a good way to get through this turn. Okay. Should be dead in a couple turns. Maybe this turn? Yeah, this turn. Okay, great. Okay, we made it through. We got one curse, and we didn't die. So I'm going to consider that a good outcome. There's a Catalyst Plus. Okay. That's a surprise. Regen Potion versus Flex Pot? No, I think we're just resting at one of these and recalling at the other one. I think we're okay. Surprise shop. We could get a very late membership card. Not much time for this to pay off. We'd have to get another surprise shop, like in a row, basically. Probably don't want to grab a power. Riddle with Holes is actually surprisingly appealing. I was talking about that when I was looking at a attack potion. Riddle with Holes is 15 damage plus 10 poison. Which is kind of nuts. Assuming we've got envenom up. We could take Riddle with Holes and Calculated Gamble. Calculated Gamble helps us set up powers and take mulligans on bad turns. Yeah, I think I like both of those. Okay, tried to avoid a fight and failed. Let's take a look at the Darklings fight. Okay, so max damage is the outside ones are chomping and the inside one is nipping? Wait, what? Oh yeah, okay, inside one's nipping. Huh. I didn't realize the middle one, this fight is even more complicated than I realized. The middle one chooses randomly at the beginning of the battle how much damage he's going to do. He does that much damage plus 2 for the rest of the fight. Who would have thunk it? Okay, so if he's chose the max number, he's doing 13. Or wait, no, yeah, 13, and then the outside ones are doing 11, or 9 times 2, rather. Not 9 plus 2. So 13 plus 18 times 2 is 36. So it's 49 damage. So we're dead if we're unlucky. Although we do have several fairies to help us out here. So we should be okay. Okay, let's start with a quick slash and see what we get. Acrobatics is not free because we have Survivor in hand. So let's discard it. Okay, pretty decent job of blocking. Might block out, depending on how many buff. I didn't see how much damage he did, but it's kind of important. I was just distracted by the knowledge that he randomizes his damage at the beginning of the fight. 1,000 cuts, Piercing Wail backflip seems good. Piercing Wail is insane in this fight. I guess Calculated Gamble gives us an energy. Hey, and finds us Tools of the Trade. Very nice. We don't have Envenom up, so Unload is way more damage than Bane. Oh wait, this guy has poison on him. How did he get poison? I guess we poison stabbed him? He did 4 damage after he got reduced by 6, so he chose the number 8. Okay. Now we know. Let's Piercing Wail. It looks like he's just dead to cards being played. Okay, so we're gonna play 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards this turn. So it's 16 AoE, so he has, how much health left? 18. He has 18 health left. Okay. So let's do 18 damage to him. 12 plus 6 is 18, so he takes 1 Endless Agony. Hey Mint Chuck, how's it going? No such thing as late, we're all just hanging out. I mean, I can be late, because I have a schedule, but you guys can't be late. We have lethal, it doesn't matter what I do, because it goes like this. Okay, great. Explosive Potion is way worse than Flex Spot, although we refuse to use the Flex Spot. I'm holding onto that Flex Spot for 10 floors with a White Beast statue. Unfortunately, we got White Beast statue and then 2 Fairy in the bottles, so what can you do? I think we're taking none of these. Alright, so this one is the rest. And the next one is the recall. Ah, we can fight an Act 1 boss. I guess upgrading all cards makes gives us the best chance of winning this boss fight, because we don't have any heal in the deck, and we have to recall. We're going to recall next floor, so upgrading all cards means we get a bunch of upgrades. Actually, how many upgrades do we get? A lot of cards are already upgraded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 upgrades. So we can get 16 upgrades, and then that increases our chances of winning the Awakened One fight, but it might reduce our chances of winning the Heart fight, because we would not be able to heal. Actually, no. We're never healing again in this fight, in this run. We don't have any relics that heal us. We're not healing at the next campsite. At the Act 4 campsite, we're going to be at full health because we're on low ascension. Yeah, what is the deal? Like, as soon as people started talking about, like, opening stuff back up, they're like, we barely bent the curve down. People are like, great, it's summer, peace. We do have Pantograph, that's true, so we'd have some healing. Does no heal mean no fairy in a bottle? I did not realize that. Is that seriously how that works? We go look up Market of the Bloom. Huh, yep, it does. Okay, well, that's not happening. Okay. Yikes. Okay, so we're definitely not doing that, because we have 2 Fairy bottles, and that's suicidal. We don't really need to heal the full, because it's only 14 health, so I guess we're fighting an Act 1 boss. Alright, this guy is on a clock, so we don't have to wonder. Is this the flex spot? Are we finally flex spotting? We have 6 attacks to combo with it. This does 15, this does 9, so we're doing 24 if we don't flex spot. It does seem like a bit of a waste to use a flex spot on this fight, since it's kind of easy. But I'm gonna do it. Order was wrong there. I'm not gonna restart the fight because I don't care. I'm not playing dodge and roll intentionally because 10 damage blocks out next turn. We don't need to do more than that. He's only attacking for 10. And we block for 10 without any cards. Whereas if we had played the dodge and roll, we would only be blocking for 8, and we'd have to play a card to block. But since we don't have to play a card to block, we get to play these cards, which are more fun. Okay. Let's footwork and leg sweep. He's hitting for 16, so we're already blocked out. But we're not gonna be blade dancing, so I guess let's just stack up more weak. What are we discarding here? He is attacking for 20, so Piercing Wail plus blocks out. So let's discard one of the other block cards because we don't need them. Very well. We'll just transform him immediately. Seems fine. There's envenom. We don't need 2 copies of piercing. Well, he's only attacking for 7 this turn. We can just block out with dash. And we have enough block that we can put in this and this, right? Oh, he's dead. He just ended the turn. Okay, great. Fight over. Full health. We did use a potion. Tungsten rod. Are you kidding me? What a card. Choke kind of goes with the thing, but I don't think we're gonna pick it. Here's the recall. Okay, this is a pretty big test for the deck. We could definitely lose this fight. Let me look this up really quick. Just so that we're able to do the math. To figure out what the numbers could be. Okay. So he could be doing... Let's see, does he always start with slash? He does always start with slash. Okay, so he's doing 20, and the cultists are doing 0. So we're probably... Oh, hey, we can play Parasite. I forgot we had a blue candle. Why do I have 6 energy? Oh, Ancient T-Set. Okay. Let's go after one of the weak cultists. Okay. Should we play Tools of Trade in this fight? He could be multi-attacking now. If he's multi-attacking, he's doing 6 times 4. Wait, no. Yeah, 6 times 4. He's not weak. We're only blocking for 10. These guys are hitting for 4, I think. We could Deadly Poison Catalyst this one to put him up to 21. We don't really need Catalyst to win this fight. And it's not actually particularly useful. I'd just rather have this cultist dead. So yeah, really the question is, do we play Tools of the Trade? I think Tools of the Trade is good, but not necessary, so I think I'm going to skip it. This is an interesting timing for Colorless Potion. What are you looking for with it? Let's go and block with that Endless Agony. Put this one over here. Yeah, I guess we need some kind of block, huh? Nope. I guess I'll take Jack of all trades, just to see what it does. Definitely not playing Magnetism. That was totally useless. Okay. Let's go ahead and just leg sweep and then calculated gamble. See what we can find. I guess another leg sweep. Okay. Alright, envenom we do need to win the fight, and I think footwork as well. We do not need 1,000 cuts, so we're going to skip that. He could be multi-attacking, and that's kind of a lot of damage if he is, so... Okay. Well, that's acrobatics. Oh, that's right, he can't multi-attack twice in a row. Let's skip 1,000 cuts here. Okay, so that was... Let's see, let's look up Isaiah. Okay, so he can't be used... Slash can't be used 3 times in a row, and Soul Strike can't be used twice. So he's 75% chance to use Slash here. Okay, so we'll plan on him doing Slash, and we'll just try to backflip the block. Okay, now it is guaranteed to be a multi-attack. Let's go find a piercing whale. None of these cards are piercing whale. That's disappointing. Or at least weak, so we're probably not like dying to it. Especially not with dash for block. We can Bane to develop some poison, or Poison Stab, which I guess is even more poison. Or just Deadly Poison. I guess Poison is the thing that matters the most, so we'll just play Deadly Poison. Deadly Poison would have been 10 times 4. But he was weak, so I guess it would have been 7. This can't be multi-attack, so we can block it with Leg Sweep. Riddle with Holes does a ton of damage. It does more than Blade Dance here. Let's see. So he's attacking for 24 here. So yeah, 18. Oh, I see. Mint Jock already did that. So we're already blocking out end of turn, so we can just Riddle with Holes because that's the max damage. Yeah, that's sweet, sweet poison. You're right. Okay, so this could be either 75% chance of single attack. Yeah, he's strong, but not like super strong. I think strong enough that I'm not gonna Tools to trade him. Or 1,000 Cuts. We will be prepared for the multi-attack. Okay. Here's a bunch of terrible cards. I guess we just block for a bunch. Wait for the poison to do its deadly work. Okay, this one can't be a multi-attack. This gives more poison than unload. Okay. Almost there. Let's see. Does this have powers in it? It does. We are killing him, but we're killing him with poison, so we don't have an opportunity to play powers when he's not paying attention. Actually, is this lethal? 15 plus 14? No, it's not. Alright, so I guess let's not draw any cards then. Alright, phase 2. Now he starts with Dark Echo, I believe? Yes. Okay, so Dark Echo is going to do 40 damage. Let's see if we can find something that helps us block that. Block for 23. It's not quite enough. We've got some good poison in. Alright, so now he is 50-50 for Sludge or Tackle. Does he never Dark Echo again? Yeah. I guess so. You just can't do the other 3 times in a row. Okay. So max damage here is 30 in Tackle, and that's actually 42. Because he's attacking for 14 times 3. It's nice that that worked out. Still a lot of damage. I think we prefer 1,000 Cuts over Magnetism. I'm going to leave the Parasite. Okay, we dodged it. It can be, it's still 50-50 this turn. So it could still be 42. I guess we're just playing some of these cards. I forgot we had the Void and I thought I was playing my whole hand. Oh, he was weak, so it wasn't 42. I forgot the weak. Let's continue to weaken him. Play this. I don't know, maybe I should have played the Parasite last time. I don't know. It feels like it's a big deck and it cost me 1 health to play. I was thinking maybe that 1 health would matter. Seems like we're probably not shuffling again, so I'm gonna favor the 1 health again. There's that multi-attack. Okay, now we can finally play this. And we're already blocked for 42, so we're good. Also, he doesn't hit for that hard. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's much of a way for us to lose. I was not paying attention. Was that a multi-attack? Because if so, this cannot be a multi-attack. But I guess I'll just treat it like it's a multi-attack anyway. We didn't get any block this turn. Alright, we survived. And because it's low ascension, nothing matters. So we win. We did shuffle again. So. But I think the second time I was correct to save the health. I don't know about the first time. Seems like the first time spending 1 health to draw a card later is probably good. Back up to full health, getting a upgrade on something here. I think Riddle with Holes gets an extra proc. No, it gets an extra damage. Calculated Gamble sticks around if you upgrade it. Piercing Whale Plus is better than Piercing Whale Not Plus. Leg Sweep would give us increased weak uptime. Oh, you know what? It actually doesn't cost anything, because Tungsten Rod prevents the blue curse candle damage. I forgot about that interaction. So yeah, I definitely should have exhausted it. There's no reason not to. Also, should have taken Feel No Pain so I could get infinite block. Oh wait, wrong class. Also, it needs to be Necronomic Curse for that to work, not just any random curse. I think I'll take Leg Sweep. Actually, against the Spire elites, the weak is usually getting removed by the Artifact Charge. Gamble is a big change when upgraded, that's true. I guess we apply so many debuffs. Maybe I'll dodge and roll. 4 extra block. We've just had a lot of trouble getting there. At the beginning of the run, I was like, oh great, I'll take a bunch of backflips, because I have Frozen Egg, or a bunch of footworks, but we only ever got offered 1, so those dodge and rolls aren't as strong as I was hoping they would be. Acrobatics gives an extra card, too. The problem with Calculated Gamble is, like, it's a big upgrade and it changes how the card works a lot, but the main thing I want out of Calculated Gamble is the energy from the Hovering Kite, and after the first shuffle, I have that guaranteed from the power, so I don't really want to draw a Calculated Gamble again. But it does still make your deck a lot more consistent, so I think I will do it. Wraith Form seems great. Can you Blue Candle Necro Rupture with Tungsten Rod? What do you mean by Necro Rupture? Oh, the Rupture won't trigger, because you're not losing health. But yes, there are various Blue Candle, Tungsten Rod, Necronomicon combos, just not Rupture. We can't afford Wraith Form. For some reason, I assumed that Wraith Form was an option, but it is not. I guess Strength Potion? Okay. Well, we have 6 energy, so we're playing everything. Piercing Whale isn't going to land, but I might as well play it. Actually, are we playing dodge and roll? Yeah, we are, because we're blocking. Okay. For more than 6. Piercing Whale, then Deadly Poison, or Deadly Poison, then Piercing Whale? That's a question. Let's pull up the Spire Elites here. How much damage does Spire Spear do on turn 1 on this Ascension? He does 6 times 2. Okay, so same as normal. Okay. So we're taking 12 from him, and then Spire Shield is not attacking. Right? Oh. No, he could be attacking. Okay, so most damage is 14 plus 12. So it's weird because neither one is on a strict sequence. They both do something guaranteed and then do a 50-50 and then go back and do something that's guaranteed based on the 50-50 they did. So on turn 1, Spire Shield is always multi-attacking, but Spire Spear is a 50-50. And then next turn, Spire Spear will be a 50-50, but Spire Shield is 100%. Fun little weird situation. Okay. I think we care about the... Let's see. So if we're taking 12, we'll block that out. If he's attacking, then it's 14 plus 12 is 26, and we block for 12, 17, 21, taking a little bit of damage. I guess we are going to use the strength bot in this fight. I think we're going to do Piercing Whale first and get the Deadly Poison in. Aha. He was not attacking. Genius. Okay, so I would like to footwork, backflip, and envenom, and leg sweep, and dodge and roll, but I can't do that, because that's all my cards. I think we're just going to skip the leg sweep, probably. Let's footwork, backflip, and see where we are. A little early for Catalyst, even in this fight. We probably want to turn around. This is Spire Spear's Shield's smash turn, so he's doing 38 damage here. And we don't know what Spire Spear is doing. Oh wait, no. We do? So he always uses Burn Strike, which was the first turn. Now this is the second turn, so he's always using Skewer. So he's doing 40 damage. Okay, great. This turn is really scary. We still want to turn around, I think. And the only way to do it is either Envenom Poison Stab or Leg Sweep. I don't know if we can afford to skip. Am I getting this wrong? So yeah, it's turn 2, so it says Spire Shield is using Smash, and that's 38. This is Shield's big attack. So if you leave Shield behind you for this turn, he's doing like 50-something. And you die. I don't think we can skip Envenom. I think we have to Envenom Poison Stab to turn around. I guess we could... Oh my god. I don't want to die. Oh, I see what's happening. Yeah, okay. You're right. Okay, so he fortified, and so now he's bashing. Okay. Okay, so he's doing 14, and he's behind me, so that's 21 versus 40 in front of me. So turning around would be a huge mistake. Okay. Jeez. Okay. So Spire Spear is hitting for 40, because he's using Skewer. Yep. Okay. So I guess we leg sweep Spire Spear. Take 14, and then 7 times 4 is 28 for 42. Block for 36. We're skipping Envenom though. We do have Pantograph, so like if we can spend 25 or less health to increase our chances of winning this fight, we should do it. Alright, so let's spend some of that health now. And envenom poison stab. No wait, poison stab is stupid. That doesn't do anything. It's just 4 poison. So let's dodge and roll then. Okay. Now we need to turn around, and we can do that with probably 1,000 cuts dash on spear, neutralize on shield, and then parasite for free. Not forgetting this time. Yeah, that seems fine. Alright, we have to pay attention to what Spear is doing, because this is his randomizer turn. So he's hitting for 38. And he's buffing. Okay. So if he buffed, he used Piercer, so then he's using Burn Strike next. So he's attacking for 6 times 2. Which is really 8 times 2. And now Spire Shield is randomizing. But the most he can hit us for is 14. Okay. Let's see what this does. Did not work. I think we're always playing this. And then always playing this. Doesn't seem like a turn where we have to calculate a gamble. So I think we're not going to. Spire Spear is multi-attacking, so let's go ahead and Piercing Wail. And then, I guess, do a bunch of damage to him. Yeah, we're just playing all the rest of the cards, so... it's possible this is overkill. Looks like it is. So I guess we go to free turnaround at the end of the turn. Okay, he buffed, so he's attacking this turn. Fortify, then bash. Okay. So he's attacking for 14. We have to discard something. I think the plan for this turn is probably 1,000 cuts, leg sweep, blade dance. So we don't need that. I'm not sure if any of this is getting through. Oh, we get to do 1 poison. Congratulations. Okay, so now he is attacking for 38. So we need leg sweep and dodge and roll. Is that enough? 38 is almost 40, so it's losing 10 damage basically. It's probably losing 9 damage because it's not quite 40. So it goes down to 29. Yeah, Snecko Skull plus Envenom is huge. It's basically what this run has been doing. So he's attacking for 29. If we leg sweep and dodge and roll, we're blocking for 23. We don't have any end of turn block anymore. So I guess we'll Piercing Wail as well. And start getting that poison. I guess I'll get rid of a burn, sure. This is his randomizer turn, so he can be attacking for 14. We've already got that blocked, so no worries. Let's just set it for next turn. Alright, good fight. Never used the Catalyst. Catalyst is mostly just here for the heart, so I don't mind that. Pen nib, huh? Second copy of Envenom. They don't stack with Snecko Skull the way you would hope, where each attack does 4 poison. It increases it from 2 to 3, but still, that increases our poison scaling rate by 50%. I don't think we need it. I think the problem is we have a 34 card deck, and it's like a critical part of it. And if we miss it, then we lose. And so picking a second one means that we're more likely to get it sooner. So I'm gonna grab it. Okay, yeah, 61 with 2 fairies should be able to get it, assuming we draw okay. Let's dash first to block beat damage, and then develop footwork, and make him weak for next turn in case it's a multi-attack. Seems like a pretty reasonable turn 1. Obviously, we were hoping for envenom on turn 1, but, you know. Alright, there's our envenom. Let's pull up the hearts thing. I mostly know how it works, but I would like to be 100% sure, since the game is not going to do the math for me. Okay, so... That's weird. They don't tell you what he... Oh yeah, okay. Okay. So he's either doing 2 times 15 or 45. Let's see, because we're on Ascension 4, yeah. So 2 times 15 or 45. If it's 2 times 15, it's really 1 times 15 because of the weak. If it is 45, then it's actually some slightly lower number. Whatever 45 minus 12 is. Or wait, no, 45 minus 11, which is 34. Okay, so either 34 or 15. Wait, is it 15 on this Ascension? It is. This is the Ascension where it goes up to 15. Okay. We can Vuln kind of cancel out. Oh, they do. Yeah, if it's a. Let's see. Does it cancel out? So he's supposed to be attacking for 2 times 15, but then does it round back to 2? It seems like it should. It's true. We have a limited amount of options. Okay, so we're gonna leg sweep always, and we're gonna acrobatics always. And then it looks like our turn is probably envenom. Dodge and roll double endless agony. Start getting that poison. It is the multi-attack. Thanks, Tungsten Rod. Appreciate that. Plated armor, never liked you anyway. Alright, Piercing Wail is bad on this turn. Neutralize doesn't do much. We have a ton of copies of Piercing Wail, so I'm just going to use one just for 6 block. Alright, it's too early for Catalyst, so let's just discard that. He is not attacking this turn, so we probably want to Riddle with Holes, Quick Slash. Might want to play whatever's on top. Well, that's true. Broad Buds prevent beats. So we'll just Quick Slash. Let's just escape plan. Alright, fair enough. If we play Slimed, we take 1 damage from Burn, and if we play Leg Sweep, we keep both Slimed and Burn, and we develop a couple more weak. He's already weak for the next 2 attacks, so I think I'll just take 1 damage to get rid of Slimed. Oh, that's right, or Calcum. Even if you discard Void, it still takes your energy. So probably shouldn't discard it, although it looks like I'm probably discarding either way. Probably doesn't matter too much what I discard. I guess let's do this just to make sure. Yeah, it did work that way. So it took away 1 energy and then I got 1 back from Hovering Kite. Okay, so Bane gets rid of the artifact charges. If we calculated Gamble, we can get Piercing Wail, which can be really good. It's hard to tell. Let's go find out. No, okay. Well, I guess I'll play both of these. I did have to play it in that order, because otherwise the unload would discard the other one. Okay, so probably dying here. Hopefully not dying twice. Okay, great. This is a bad turn for Piercing Wail. This is that fight for 1,000 cuts. Sitting for 34, so we're probably just dying to that. We can block for 12, puts us up to 20. Maybe we can. So we go up to 28. 28 plus 8 is 36. Yeah, we can block that out, technically. I'm not sure if I want to backflip first, because backflip causes a shuffle. So we might want to put Deadly Poison in the shuffle, and then backflip. I think we do want to do that. Okay, leg sweep means we probably do block out this turn. Okay, so he's hitting for us for 34, and we are blocking for enough to save our fairy in a bottle, albeit barely. Do we envenom and try to get future poison higher, or do we bane and try to get poison now? I think we get poison now. The next time we draw Catalyst, it's really important that we feel like we're doing the right thing when we play it. Don't need that. Okay, he's not attacking this turn, so we're basically immune to damage. Although that's going to go away after this buff cycle, because he's going to increase the beat damage to 2, which is larger than Tungsten Rod is willing to prevent. And then let's play Leg Sweep and Dodge and Roll, both stacking up block for next turn for different reasons. Okay. This hand doesn't have any block in it. I think the plan here is probably Acrobatics, find more block cards, and then if we don't, Calculated Gamble. There's the Catalyst. Alright, I think the plan here is Piercing Wail, so if it's a multi-attack, he hits us for 0. And then Deadly Poison, Poison Stab, Catalyst. So that we get Catalyst down, is the big thing. If it's a big attack, he's taking our fairy in a bottle no matter what we do. If that's playing 4 cards, so we're going to lose our armor, and then we're going to lose 1 health, so we're going to go to 4. But I don't think we want to play Escape Plan first, because then we lose... Well, I guess... What's the difference between going to 3 and 4? Could we draw anything that would change the plan? Void would change the plan pretty significantly, so let's not draw. We could just Calculate Gamble now, and try and draw the Void. It's not a terrible plan to like prevent it from messing up our future turns. We could even like Swift Pot Calculated Gamble. Yeah. I guess let's Escape Plan because it could be the very next card. Okay, it wasn't. If it's burn, we don't die. We spend 1 health on Calculated Gamble, and then we lose 1 health to burn. Alright, let's do it. So we draw 4 cards if we Calculate Gamble. So we've got like a decent chance of drawing it, but it's not guaranteed. We don't want to skip Riddle with Holes, though. Riddle with Holes might be how we're getting lethal this fight. Because we're pretty close to it next turn. So next turn we might have like Survivor, Riddle with Holes for lethal. We're not quite up to Pen Nib. But Neutralize gets us a little closer, does a little bit of poison, and we still don't die. So 165 times 2, or times 2 minus 1, I suppose, is 329. So we're currently off by 36 damage. Riddle with Holes does 15 and 10 poison. So it's like 25. Yeah, well, we definitely can't. Yeah, we definitely can't draw now. After the neutralize, we can't do it. I'm just still thinking about the odds. Okay, there's the fairy. Let's get rid of the burn. So this is the multi-attack guaranteed. So we need to either survive the multi-attack somehow or win the game right now. Okay, how much damage does the multi-attack do? It's 2 times 12, but it's, or 2 times 15 rather, but now it's 16. We do have damage return, so that can be part of our lethal. Okay, so if we, he takes 164 and goes to 33? No, 43. Did I do that math wrong previously? I thought, yeah, I think I gave myself an extra 10 damage the last time I did it. So he's going to 43. Riddle with Holes does 25. So he is at 18. So he's at 18. This does 11. So he's at 7. And this does, yeah, so it's lethal. Okay. Oh, we got Pendib on the wrong target, too. Oops. Great. That was a close one. I think that's the first Ascension 4 win. We've bounced off Ascension 4 a couple times in this Infinite series, but this time we got it. And with Silent, which is one of my sort of 2 weaker ones. His cap reads 132, I'm not sure. Probably because I had 132 damage left to do. He resets his cap at the beginning of his turn and then takes poison damage. I believe is how it works. Pretty interesting deck. We got a really early Frozen Egg. So we just picked a bunch of powers. This footwork convinced me that dodge and rolls were really good, so we took a bunch of those, got a collector bonus. And then a couple of 1,000 cuts. Not very useful against the heart, but very useful against like Darklings and stuff. Ended up picking up a Catalyst late, which went with our Envenoms really nicely. Envenom was really the MVP of the run. Envenom plus Snecko Skull was pretty much all the damage we were doing. Neat. And then obviously Catalyst. If we hadn't found Catalyst, we probably wouldn't have won the heart fight. It was really close.